Beerables Inc. is an e-solutions company that provides custom web design, web application development, and internet marketing services to individuals and businesses. They can build powerful e-commerce sites, mobile apps, develop content, and market you on social media. They can help manage your brand's reputation and provide rock-solid customer support. Call today at 1-800-651-6091 or email us at info@beerables.com for a free consultation today. Again, the number is 1-800-651-6091.
The Shah Peerally Law Group and IMI Law Help Inc. are proud to announce the release of the Immigration Law Podcast on iTunes, Google Play, TuneIn, and other renowned podcast channels. Immigration Law Podcast was designed to provide the audience with information on various U.S. immigration issues. The podcasts are unique because they are presented by the prominent attorney, Shah Peerally, covering topics such as B1, B2 visas, visitor and business visas, H-1B visas, L-1 visas, O visas, EB-1 visas, student visas, perm labor certifications, national interest waivers, NIW, green cards, and citizenship. Although educational in nature, the podcasts provide a rare insight on immigration news and politics from an experienced lawyer's perspective. Immigration Law Podcasts, a unique perspective on immigration law. Download them from iTunes or Google Play. For more information, visit attorneyonair.com or call 510-742-5887. This is just an advertisement. No attorney-client relationship is created by this ad.
And now, from the San Francisco Bay Area studios, KLOK proudly presents to you the prominent attorney Shah Peerally for the Shah Peerally Law Show, coming at you with over 50,000 watts of power. The Shah Peerally Law Show, where all your views matter.
Hello everybody. Assalamu alaikum, Sastakar, namaskar to all the listeners. This is attorney Shah Peerally for the Shah Peerally Law Show, and today I have with me on the board Franco. I say hi and thank you to all our listeners, and today we're going to discuss about different topics, including the visa bulletin which came out yesterday, and of course what can we expect in the coming month. Also, we are going to try an early predictions this time, so on the visa bulletin. So keep listening, don't go anywhere, and anything I'm telling you today is purely my opinion. You should not act or refrain to act solely on the information provided. You should contact an attorney if you have any questions. So first of all, I wanted to discuss about, of course, the visa bulletin which came out yesterday. We didn't see a great movement. Of course, this is what we predicted. If you have listened to my show a couple of weeks ago, that's what I predicted. It was not going to have a big movement, or we would have seen at least one movement on the acceptance date, but we didn't see that either. So it went pretty much the 1 month that we predicted went up in few cases, but for India pretty much it stuck to 2007 and EB2. So, and I think it moved 1 month for EB3. But having said that, at least there was no retrogression, which is awesome. And I wanted to tell people now this is what we're expecting, since it's going to be after the elections. Then the visa bulletin which will come out probably will be coming out after the election, so we might see an increase in some areas. Maybe EB2 will move now for maybe, hopefully, if we are in good shape, and it might move to 1 year, maybe 2008. As for EB3, it will still be moving at a slow pace because of the number of applications still coming, and they have this allotment. So now the next question is, after the elections, since no government will be taking power until January, so we might see some good movement because President Obama will probably closing his terms in good terms, and he's already doing a lot of things, including one thing that got me really particularly interested, going to Mars, but that's not the topic. But the thing is just like we are looking at maybe some good news after the elections, and so hang in there. We're going to see a movement probably not November, then December, for the December visa bulletin. So these are my predictions for the December visa bulletin. As for the F4 category, it moved a little bit for India, so that's some good news for some people. Unfortunately, the acceptance date went since last month went a little bit backward, but still in good shape when it comes to that. So for those who have a chance to apply for the adjustment of status or their cases, have your paperwork ready, including if you don't have a birth certificate, you might want to make sure you have that. So now we're going to open the line, Franco. The number to the studio is 408-912-5565, 408-912-5565. If you have any questions on immigration, whether it's H-1B transfer, H-1B transfers, I-140, labor certification, adjustment of status, marriage petitions, parents petitions, citizenship, you name it, feel free to call. I will try my best to answer you. And anything I'm telling you, like I said, is purely educational and it's kind of short, so sometimes some cases requires more detailed answer. Then you might want to call our office at 510-742-5887 for a full consultation. So for those who want to call the studio again, the number is 408-912-5565. We already have one caller. Let me take the caller, Franco. This is Shah. You're live in air.
My name is, and I have a quick query regarding the change of the employer on H1 visa.
Yes, sir.
So,
go ahead.
I'm actually changing my employer, and I'm on H1 visa on the 4th year. So my query is, like, if I change the employer, do I need to get the stamping again if I travel to India and come back?
Oh, that's a good question. No, you don't have to. The stamp is still good. It doesn't matter the stamp has a company name on it. Don't go for a new stamp if you have a stamp. The only time you have to go for stamping if your H-1B was revoked for some kind of fraud or they have removed the stamp on your passport for whatever reason. But otherwise, no, you can use the same stamp.
So, say for example, if I move to the new company, my old company will obviously be like revoking my H-1B. So that's not going to impact, right? Because I'll be by that time I'll already be on the new company visa, right?
Yeah, let me tell you how it works. What they are revoking is only your status, not your stamp on your passport, which has no value really when you're inside. So it's still good unless they kind of put some fraud or something. You can still use your stamp, and that's what most people do. They use the same stamp, okay?
And same goes for H4 as well, the dependent visa, right?
Yes, the same rule. But make sure that you have a good approved 797 to carry with you, and also make sure you have an employment letter, and then so that at the airport they don't give you a hard time, okay?
Okay. And by the way, I also looking for an appointment at your office. So, and that's for the employment-related question, the employment law-related question. So, can I come to your office for that as well, or is it just for immigration?
I don't do employment-based, but you can give me a call. I can kind of assess quickly if I can help you, but usually I don't have that much experience in employment-based. But if it is related to H-1B and things like that, then yes, I can help you, okay?
Okay, thank you.
Good luck to you. Let me take another caller. This is Shah. You're live in air.
Hi, Mr. Shah. Thanks for taking my call.
You're welcome, sir.
So, I got a quick question. So, I'm currently on H-1B, and I work for a company A, and I'm planning to have an international travel in just a couple of weeks, and I got an offer meanwhile from company B. So, if the company B wants to initiate a H-1B transfer, what is a safe time to do? Is it before travel, during travel, or is it always safe to do it after travel, like after I come back to US?
Yeah, that depends on the company you're moving to. If it is a good company, then do the transfer, get it approved, then you travel when you come back. But because, let's say, for example, you're coming back with company A and you already kind of give your resignation there, and they call company A at the airport, they say, does this person work for you? And they say, no, he already resigned. They won't let you in. So you need to be careful. But if you want to just travel and you still have not resigned with company A, then come back and do your transfer. That's always better. But it all depends on your situation. Now, if company A is not a strong company, but company B, then do your transfer, get it approved, then you travel. So it all depends on many factors, including the strength of the company, and also if you give your resignation. For example, let's say you give your resignation with company A, and then you're traveling, and again they find out you resign and you're coming back on that same company. It will be a problem unless you do a transfer. So it all depends on many factors, but usually it's always best to travel in the company where you are at. But if you already resigned, then you need to get your transfer approved before you come back. Okay?
No, actually, I was planning to resign after I come back, and I have a visa stamping that I'll be doing on basis of company A.
Then travel and come back, and then you resign and do your transfer. Okay?
Okay. Thank you.
Good luck to you. And if you need more details, like, give me a call at the office, 510-742-5887. We can do a consultation and assess which is better. But right now, just come back and do that. Let me take another caller. This is Shah. You're live in here. Hello.
Hi, Peerally.
Hi, how are you, sir? I'm
Good,
doing well. I'm doing well. What can I do for you?
I have a question actually. I'm working for a company here right now, and I have a I-140 approved, and in EB3 my priority date is 2009. But I have another company who has filed PERM, and PERM is approved, and he has applied for 140, and with EB2 migration. So what he is saying is like he can apply for 485 because my date is current as per EB2 because of the porting.
Yes.
So I think I will get the EAD but not the green card. But is it so once I get the EAD, should I switch, or I can still continue with the company A till I get my green card? So what is the limitation and constraints there?
Well, it's a very broad question. To answer this, technically by law, you don't have to switch until you get the green card in your hand. Then you can do that. Or you can even do an AC-21, transfer it from company A to company B. But it all depends on your situation, because right now what they're doing, they're looking at cases where people file green card for future employment and never work for those companies. So they are looking almost like a body shop. So just be careful. It's always recommended to move to that company and then decide if you want to switch or not, because that company is offering the green card. So basically what they're saying is that, hey, we need this person to work there. But there's no rule really. It's just they look at other factors, if that job offer was genuine or they were just trying to help you. So you need to look into that. And usually I recommend to move, and then you can at a later stage, once 180 days has passed, you can move back the whole case from company A to company B under AC-21.
So the question here is, like, right now I am on H1 with 140 approved, but if I switch to the other company, I will just move on to EAD. So is it a good idea to just EAD now to move on to EAD, or stay on H1? Like, what is the thing?
Yeah, that's very hard to answer. It's a case by case basis. I have to look at your situation. I cannot answer that. Tell you no, switch to EAD. I always recommend people, hey, there's no need to stay on H1 if you have EAD. But right now with all the problems happening, it's always good to keep your H1. So it's very hard for me to answer this generally, because each kind of case is different. So I have to look at it, look at the factors of the strength of the company, the issues involved, and why they were giving you a future employment, because all this now are being questioned at a later stage. Before, they used to be kind of straightforward. Once you have it, they don't worry about it. But now they are questioning, because a lot of people have used other companies they didn't really want to work for to get a green card. That's why they are. So it's very hard to answer. But I would recommend, but there's no guarantee if you just stay with this company on H1 and then you don't transfer the green card. Don't do an AC-21 transfer, that you will be okay, because things are changing really fast in this field. They're really looking deep in all the cases, so be careful. If you want, I can assess it. I need to get a lot of more information to be able to give you an answer. Give me a call at the office. We'll do a consultation. 510-742-5887. Okay?
Sure, I'll schedule something with you. Thank you.
Okay, sir. Okay, good luck to you. Let me take another caller. This is Shah. You are live in here.
Hi, Mr. Shah. I have a question. My long-time girlfriend, me and my long-time girlfriend have been working for 2-3 years, and we are both on H1. And she was laid off, and she get it for the next 30 days. Now, in that time frame, she was not getting a job, so I married her in a civil ceremony, and we are currently married. And she also got that particular job back, like it was as though she was never laid off. So my question is that stamping for me in February, I am going for my H1 stamping. So will I face any complications? What do you think?
Why will you face complication? It's your wife, right? So now, and you didn't do anything wrong. You just got married. Just because you did a civil ceremony doesn't need that. The way the law works is controlled by a case called Bog versus INS. If a marriage is entered in good faith, bona fide, without the intention to defraud immigration, there's nothing wrong in that. And since she was your girlfriend, then I don't see any problem. But if you have done anything that is not right, then it's a problem. But you have not done anything wrong, because there are case law which also says there's nothing wrong to actually get married like that. But as long as the marriage is genuine, you're living together, there's no problem. But if you're kind of separated and things like that, then give me a call. We can assess. I don't think there will be a problem in you, but you need to be careful. Okay.
So one question. So you heard before you saying that February may not be a right time since the government is changing hands. So as a person working in a reputed company, February H1 stamping should be fine, right?
Yeah, I'm just saying that from my experience. Right now, there's a lot of cracking down on at the State Department because of exactly the political climate we are in. A lot of people are still coming back without any problem. It's not really February. There are two factors. Number one, if the government is changing to the Republican, then things are going to be more strict. But until it changes in January, things are going to still be under Democratic kind of control, even though Congress is still controlled by the Republicans. So it's a different kind of approach. But if the government stays in Democratic, like Hillary Clinton wins and everything, there's a big chance things are just going to be the same. So there will be the same issues or no problem. So I'm just telling people right now not to go for stamping until after the elections, because we are seeing a lot of cases where they're just putting hold on them and giving a hard time. But that's just my opinion. I might be wrong on that. So you should not be worried about that part. If your company is good, your job is good, you should just go ahead. Okay? Okay?
Okay. Thank you.
Good luck to you. Let me take another caller, Franco. This is Shah. You're live on air.
Hi, Shah. Thanks for taking my call.
You're welcome.
So my question is, currently my H1B visa is expired, and I'm going for H1B stamping in December, but I have two I-797. So I-797-1, which is expiring in March 2017, and I-797-2, which is starting from March 2017 to March 2020. So in all my DS-160, I have used I-797-2 number everywhere. But if I put that, so my stamp will start from March, but I have to come back in January. So is there any way they can stamp both I-797?
You mean give you two no, you put the first receipt, but then when you go there, you show them the other extension, and since it's more than 6 months, they will give you probably at least 1 year on your stamp. So that they will combine it, because otherwise they won't even give you the stamp. You have to have 6 months on an I-797 to get a stamp. So what they will do, they will consider both 797, but bring both when you go there and let them know. Okay?
Okay, sure. Cool. Thank you.
Okay. Good luck to you. So let me take another caller, Franco. This is Shapra. You're live on air. So, ladies and gentlemen, we had a lot of callers and very, very interesting questions today. And just to let you know, sometimes I cannot answer you on the phone, not because I don't know the answer, it's because some of your cases requires a personal kind of consultation, because I cannot ask you private questions on the air, and because that will be breaching your confidentiality. Remember, whatever I tell you on the radio is purely educational, so it's just kind of a general guidance. But going into details, I don't recommend that because you're putting yourself in jeopardy. So be very careful when you give me the information. You have to limit yourself to certain information because we don't want you to have breach of confidentiality down the road. So I will answer you in an educational manner, but at the end of the day, you might want to talk to your lawyer or talk to a lawyer in person to make sure that you get the right answers. I just wanted to throw this out there for people to understand how the system works. So you can still call, and the lines are open. I think Franco 408-912-5565, and the website to check for our website is attorneyonair.com. And before I move on, I wanted to congratulate our team and congratulate myself on this. We won a case on a national interest waiver that we've been it was a back and forth. It was one of the former employees of NASA, and we are very, very proud of that. And also we won some very, very difficult cases on H-1Bs, which had some issues with the specialty occupation. We won a very big appeal also on another specialty occupation case where they denied the case based on a specialty occupation. So things are doing well for us, and we are very, very happy about it. We also won a difficult case on an F1 visa, and that took us a long time, but we ended up by winning the case on a change of status on an F1. They were giving a hard time to the client. But just because I'm telling you those doesn't mean that all the cases we will get the same outcome. So you need to be careful, and you need to make sure that your lawyer is looking at all the avenues when they're looking at your case. We also, I wanted, before I take the other caller, it's been a winning week for us this week. I'm very proud of that, and we won a very difficult U visa case where the person was in India, and we were able to win it, and the person came last week. So we are very, very happy about that. It took us a couple of years, but it worked. So let me take another caller. This is Shah. You're live on air.
Hi, thanks for taking my call, Shah.
You're welcome,
I have a question regarding my wife. She was on a H-1B visa from 2006 to 2010.
Mm-hmm.
And then she left her job, and she went on H4, and now she's on H4 EAD. But for personal reasons, now we want to transfer her back to H1. So how does it work when you want to transfer like an old H1?
Does she have an I-140 approved?
Yeah, no, she does not have one, but I have one, right? And she's on H4 EAD right now.
No, I'm asking for her. It's not difficult usually, but they usually give you 6 years from the date you stop it to get back on it, unless you have an I-140. So since she already used 4 years, I think, right? 2006 to 2010. Yeah,
Yep.
And then after that, from 2010, now we're in 2016. Usually you could have easily just claimed back the H1. It's called H1B cap exempt, new employment, transferring status from H4 to H1. But you should be able to still do it, but the difficulty might be they will claim that 6 years has passed, you didn't claim it, so they might not be putting her as cap exempt. So you need to file it quickly and make sure it is filed within that 6 years since she stopped. Otherwise, they might claim back and say, oh, after 6 years, we don't want to give it to her. So try it. It has worked in some cases. We have been able to even overcome the 6 years issue. But sometimes you have immigration sending a long denial. Okay, you didn't use it for 6 years. Now you're claiming it, etc. But it's not difficult to do. It's just a matter of, it's like an H-1B transfer, except in this case, you're not transferring from H1 to H1. You're transferring from H4 to H1. But if you need help, just give us a call. We'll do it for you. Okay?
Great. Okay. Thank you. Yep. Bye.
Good luck to you. The number to our office, 510-742-5887, and the number to the studio today is 408-912-5565. The website to check is attorneyonair.com, attorneyonair.com. And also, I wanted to mention, okay, I think there's a storm coming, so I wanted to tell everybody to be safe. And I know so Diwali is coming, so happy Diwali to everybody. And just to let you know, we also in our office we deal with immigration, but we also deal with debt settlement, which is something kind of coming really quickly right now with the instability we are having on the job market sometimes, and even on the house market a little bit. So if you owe money, for example, on a credit card, like let's say you owe $20,000, $30,000, we can negotiate those debts for you and bring it to a fraction of its value. And ultimately, you pay only one part, and the rest you get forgiven. At the end of the day, the system doesn't work like a consolidation, it works like a debt settlement. That means basically it's a one-time payment and you're done. So look into that. If you need help, the website to check is yourdebtsettlementattorney.com. And the good news is that we charge you on a contingency basis when it comes to debt settlement, not for immigration, but for debt settlement. That means when you win, then you pay. So I'm going to take a quick break before I take the other callers, Franco, and then we'll be back after those messages and we'll discuss a little bit more, and we'll be taking more callers. And also, anything I told you today is my opinion. You shouldn't act or refrain to act solely on the information provided. You should contact an attorney if you have any questions. This is Attorney Shah Peerally. We're still there till for another half an hour, so don't go anywhere.
If you own a property and have a second mortgage on it, and if you want to keep this property and get rid of the second loan, Attorney Shah Peerally can help. Call 510-742-5887. Due to the uncertain economy, many people have settled their debts for a fraction of its value. It's recommended to use an experienced lawyer to deal with it. Shah Peerally is an experienced debt settlement attorney and has handled hundreds of such cases successfully. There are no upfront fees for debt settlement. Only when you win, you pay. Call Shah Peerally, attorney at law, at 510-742-5887 or visit yourdebtsettlementattorney.com for a free assessment. This is just an advertisement. No attorney-client relationship is established by this ad. The law does not guarantee success. Call 510-742-5887.
Good afternoon, Mr. Shah. Thanks for a very good show. Thank you for the show and all the information that you're providing.
Hi, Shah Peerally. Thank you so much.
Hi, Mr. Shah. Thanks for doing this program.
Hi, Shah. Thank you.
Hi, Shah. Thanks for picking up my call.
Hi, Shah. My name is Kunal. Let me thank you for this wonderful show. It's been a tremendous help, actually.
Mr. Shah Peerally, thanks for sharing the information.
Good afternoon, sir. I would like to congratulate. It's a wonderful show, and lots of people are getting benefited in different areas like immigration and settlement and all.
Yeah, good afternoon. So, first of all, thank you very much for providing all this useful information. Really appreciate.
I've been listening to your shows. I know I've been listening to your shows only on Mondays, but I from now on I'll try to make it a point to listen to it, the other days also. Thank you for doing such a great show. Thank you for taking my call. That's a wonderful show.
Hi, good afternoon, Mr. Shah. Appreciate your talk show and daily listener about this, and it's very informative.
Yeah, hi, Shah. Thank you for taking my call.
Hi, Rajesh. Hi, thanks for taking my call, and first of all, thank you very much for your service to the community. So, thanks for briefing up the current situation. Unfortunately, it's affecting the good people as well, whose aspiration is this country. Thanks, Mr. Shah. Thanks for taking my call.
You're welcome, sir.
Hi, this is Ravi. Thanks for taking my call, Shah Peerally.
Hello, is this Mr. Shah Peerally?
Yeah, this is Shah. You're live on air.
Yes, good morning. Thanks for taking my call. Good, thanks.
Happy holidays.
Oh, thank you, and the same to you.
Hi, sir. It's a great show you're doing. Thanks for all your help. Thanks so much.
So, ladies and gentlemen, we're back. This is Attorney Shah Peerally, and we wanted to say thank you to all our listeners and hi to all, and I wanted to really give my thanks to all the support. The show has been going on now for almost 7 years, and it's always been a really a success story. So I just wanted to thank the listeners, because that's what makes this show successful. And we also have many of those shows recorded and placed on iTunes and Google Play, and many other podcast systems. So if you miss the show, please listen to it there. You can have it online. Just type Shah Peerally Law Show or Shah Peerally Law Talk, and you will get it there. So, ladies and gentlemen, we were talking about debt settlement because this is another issue. A lot of people have debts, including on their houses, second mortgages, we can help you. We might be able to get you out of debts. The number to call is 510-742-5887. The website is yourdebtsettlementattorney.com. And also for the immigration part, the number is the same, 510-742-5887, and the website attorneyonair.com. So we have another 10 minutes to go probably, so I will still be taking callers, so feel free to call 408-912-5565. That's the number to the studio. And I have Franco on the board with me. Today is Thursday, October 13th, and it's a live show. And I think we have one caller, Franco. Let me take the caller. This is Shah Perali. You're live in here.
Hi, my name is Srinivas.
Hi, Srinivas.
I have a question. Hi, Shah. So thank you for taking my call. So
you're welcome.
Thank you so much. I have a question regarding the visa stamping. So basically, I have my wife is on H4 and I am on H1. I am planning to go for the visa stamping, but my wife wants to stay in the US. I am going for a short trip to outside of the country. So can she stay in the country while I am going to India somewhere? So that's for a shorter trip and coming back on H1 visa.
Yeah, technically yes, because until your H1B is cancelled by your company, she still maintain her H4. But if in case your H1B is cancelled, then she technically loses her H4. But usually they're not that strict when it comes to that rule. But yes, she can stay unless your company themselves revoke your H1. Okay?
Oh, okay. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Good luck to you. So I don't know if I have more caller, Franco. This is Shah Perali. You're live in here. Yes. So, ladies and gentlemen, we're still taking callers. Today we got a lot of calls on visa stamping, and also I was talking a little bit about the visa bulletin. My predictions is that we're going to see some movement hopefully in December, but I might be wrong, of course. But so far in the past 3-4 months, I've got it pretty much right, and I got it exactly right pretty much especially when it moved on October 1st. So I'm very happy about that. But having said that, now after the election, things are going to change a lot depending on the climate that is reigning. There's so many things happening out there. For those who are U.S. citizens, I highly encourage you to vote. It's very important to vote this year. No matter where I know people are listening to us all over the U.S. So whether you're in California or not in California, no matter who you are voting for, it's important for you to vote. It's your civic right, and it's a civic duty. So you need to be able to do that. And also, for those who need help on and citizenship, so you can call us. The number to the office is 510-742-5887. And talking a little bit about the visa bulletin, it came out yesterday, so that was another good news. And now I have another news also that is kind of new, and we have now started a branch in Washington D.C. and the office is pretty much is managed by Attorney Sharif Silmi. And for those who are in Washington D.C., you can call our Washington office at 202-656-5553. Or just email us at info@Peerally. But the number to our Washington D.C. office is 202-656-5553. So now we are very happy we have an office on 1020 16th Street Northwest in Washington D.C. It's a very nice area. It's very close to the White House. So pretty much now we're moving there. No, we're not moving there. I'm just kidding. But everybody's pretty much. We have a lot of clients from there. So that's one of the reasons we wanted to have an office in the capital, especially for our advocacy work. Because as you know, we have done a lot of advocacy work in my career. I've done, and many people working with me we have fought for the H4 EAD, as you know, since 2010, and we have also fought. Now we are fighting for the EB2 category to reduce the time. And by the way, we have a petition online on that. If you check Reduce EB2 on Google, you will get it pretty much on the first page. Please sign it and pass it to your friends. We are hoping that with enough pressure politically and the government stays on the right path, we should be able to find some kind of resolution on this unbearable waiting time for people on the EB2 categories, especially for India and China. So please help us sign the petitions. And also, I was mentioning now we have a branch in Washington, D.C., and you can check online on our website. There are more details about it, and also our YouTube channel. So today we of course we were discussing about the visa bulletin, and again I think I have few more minutes left, so I will still be taking calls. So if you want to call, I know I don't take calls usually after 10:30, but today I'm going to take them because I already covered the debt settlement issues. So you can call the studio 408-912-5565, 408-912-5565. And this is Attorney Shah Peerally. We are live. Today is Thursday, October 13th. I'm sorry, I'm missing the date. I just wanted to mention that because sometimes we play recorded shows, and you call and you some people get upset because they don't get through, but that's a recorded show. But most of it today is not a recorded show if you are listening on Thursday 10/13/2016. So we were talking about visa bulletin, and there are many other things we can talk about right now affecting immigration. Especially we are seeing a lot of people going for stamping or getting stuck on the I-821J. And the big thing is I-821G. And the big thing that we are hearing also from people is that although the cases are cleared, they're still putting a hold on them. I got some clients, especially from South America, who've been calling me, and their case is kind of surprising, but it's happening. So be careful there. Don't just try to. There's no real way to unclog that, except maybe contacting a congressperson. But if you need help, give us a call, 510-742-5887. Let me take another caller, Franco. This is Shah Peerally. You're live on air.
Hi, good morning. Sir, I have one question, which is like my husband, he has I-140 approved. I'm on H4 EAD. Basically, I'm an Indian citizen, but wanted to visit my brother back in Canada, Toronto. So is it okay for me to visit? I haven't stamped H4 EAD visa yet. So my H4 EAD is approved for 1 year.
Very good question.
But,
Yeah. There is a rule for Canada. If you go for less than 30 days, there's a rule called I-94 revalidation. You can just use the same I-94 to come back. Having said that, it's something you have to be careful about. Sometimes they give a hard time at the airport, but as long as you leave for less than 30 days and you're coming back and you're going to Canada or Mexico, you're allowed to use that rule. But it's always recommended if you can just go to Canada, since you're going there to go get a stamping on your passport. If I were you, I'll book a stamping time, basically, at the if you're going to Toronto or Calgary. So just go and get the stamp. It will be good and helpful for you in the future. But technically, no, you don't need it because the I-94 can be revalidated as long as you come back within 30 days. Okay?
Okay, thank you. Thank you.
Good luck to you. Good luck to you. That's a very good question. This is called I-94 revalidation. I think we have one more caller, Franco. This is Shah Peerally. You're live on air.
Hi, Shah. Thanks for taking the call.
You're welcome, sir.
Yeah. So my question is regarding GC process. I'm in the last year, I'm in the 5th year. Is there any cutoff date where we need to kickstart the GC process within the stipulated timeline or something like that?
Yes. Well, there's no cutoff date. There's a practical date because I recommend people to start within 4.5 years maximum of the H-1B because you might need that if the case is pending. The case has to be pending for 365 days or an I-140 should be approved. Then you can get an extension beyond 6 years. So there's no cutoff date. You can even file it later, but you might have an issue to renew your H-1B down the road. So that's why we recommend 4.5 years down the road. But if it is 5 years, it's still okay. You can still deal with that. So tell your employer to file it and make sure that you don't use everything on the H1 until the I-140 is approved. Then you can extend the H-1B. Okay, but there's no cutoff date per se. It's just a practical matter. If you don't have enough time, you won't be able to extend. Okay.
Okay, got it.
Okay.
Thank you.
Good luck to you. Let me take another caller. This is Shah Peerally. You are live in air. Okay, so ladies and gentlemen, we were talking, of course, about we had some interesting questions today, especially about visa stamping. I think the title today should be visa stamping, and we talk about the visa bulletin which came out yesterday, the November 2016. Not much progress, except few right in there, but for India, IB2 stayed the same pretty much. But we also kind of did a quick prediction for the 2000. December 2016 visa bulletin, and I am expecting, hopefully, the situation goes after the elections. There is a big chance we are going to see probably an increase maybe on EB2 or even EB3. But as for the acceptance date, which is chart B, that one it might just stay the same. Maybe if we're lucky, it will move to 2010, which is going to be great. So let us kind of hold off, and then I made a quick predictions today. So far, I pretty much got it right in the past 4 months, and I'm very happy about that. But at the same time, there are a lot of factors plugging in this time, and one big one is the elections happening. And as you know, this is really an election that is going to basically make it or break it. People has to know that, because it's going to be a complete 180 degrees turn if the balance of power shifts. So we need to be ready for that. But at the same time, we still have Congress, hopefully, which is going to be hold on tight to the values and the Constitution of the United States. But there will also be a lot of things that will be changing if the government changes in terms of either Democratic or Republican. So, having said that, we have one last caller. I'll take the last caller, and then I'll have Amit come in. But this is Shah. You're live in here. Okay, I think I lost the caller. I'm so sorry. So, ladies and gentlemen, we were talking, of course, about the whole dynamic that we are seeing right now. A lot of changes going on, not only on the immigration side, but on all aspects. You can see it on a daily basis. Things are getting very dirty out there when it comes to politics, and it's kind of almost, people are laughing at us, almost the kind of fight that is going on. But guess what? It's happening, so we got to bear it. But at the same time, on our side, immigration, things there is good, bad, and ugly going on. The good news is it seems they are making an effort to clear up many cases, and we are seeing a lot of cases being cleared which were stuck. But at the same time, we are seeing a lot of things happening on the side, but mostly affecting non-employment base for family base. So unfortunately, there's no way really to predict where things are going to go in the next few months. But one thing we know, visa built-in, there might be a jump in December. Hopefully, I'm hoping on that, and I might be wrong also. But we never know with this visa built-in. But so far, looking at the trend, there might be a chance depending who wins the election. Now, having said that, I wanted to also cover a little bit, like I just covered earlier. As you know, we also do debt settlement. Debt settlement is something that is very, very interesting, especially if you're in debts and you're getting stuck on medical bills, on credit cards, second mortgages, lawsuit. We can cut off the loss and bring you to a better situation. People who don't know, if you're getting sued, oftentimes you have to pay a lawyer to defend you. But most of the time, the lawyers end up by costing you more than defending the case. But what we do here, we don't basically argue the case in court. We do it even if it is in court, we kind of take it out and argue it on the side and settle it and make a deal with the other side. And once we make a deal, it's cut off, the case is closed, etc. We can help you on those. And if you need help, give us a call, 510-742-5887. And also for those who need help with all the other paperwork, including citizenship, national trust waivers, you name it, a green card, family petition, you can call us 510-742-5887. The website is attorneyonair.com, attorneyonair.com. And for today, I wanted to again congratulate our team. This week has been a great win for us. We won one case for NASA, we won one case for someone from NASA, and we won some very difficult cases on a specialty occupation where we won some appeals, some student visa change of status, and some very difficult H-1B cases that and EB-1 cases, especially EB1A, EB1B, and EB1C. So we're very, very proud of the team, and you can check online at what we can do. And if you need help, feel free to call us 510-742-5887. And anything I'm telling you today is for educational purposes only. You should not act or refrain to act solely on the information provided. And I think
Yes, I'm here.
Hi, Amit. I hope you're doing well. Happy Diwali coming soon. So
Yes.
I just